are feeling better by changing their diets. News 12 Long Island's Mary Musey shows us how in tonight's Long Island Natural.
I couldn't lose weight no matter what I did, and I always felt there must be something.
I'm just going to palpate your thyroid here.
The something was a low thyroid. No surprise there. But Roxanne Kiefer was surprised when her doctor advised her to give up wheat and other gluten-containing grains. Natural health experts say if you're on thyroid medication and you don't feel any better, chances are you have Hashimoto's. It's an autoimmune disease. That means your immune system is actually attacking your thyroid. And Dr. Matt Lewis says gluten plays a key role.
If you had to do one thing that would probably have the greatest impact on the thyroid, is to get gluten out of your diet.
6 months ago, Hannah Packer weaned herself off gluten. Now she no longer suffers with fatigue, dry skin, and cold hands and feet.
Most of the symptoms are totally gone.
Dr. Matt says despite the fact that Hashimoto's is the most common kind of low thyroid, it's usually missed by the standard thyroid tests.
Blood tests for the thyroid do tell you some information, and they're actually very important. You have to take the extra step and look at the antibodies, so see if your body is producing any antibodies against the thyroid.
Carmen Gargiulo didn't feel right on her thyroid medication. She was so sluggish in the morning, she told her husband they needed a new mattress.
It's not the mattress. Now I found out. I get up and I feel so much better.
You're not going to cure it, and you'll calm it down so that you don't have to experience all the symptoms that you do every day. All right, how'd we do?
Oh, great.
In Plainview, I'm Mary Musey, News 12, Long Island.
And as always, Mary has more about this on her blog. Just go to news12.com, click on the blogs tab, and remember to tune in this weekend for the half-hour edition of Long Island Naturally.
Some experts say a clean blood test doesn't mean you have a clean bill of health. Mary Musey takes a closer look in this week's Long Island Naturally.
A year ago, Philip Bianco could barely bend down to tie his shoes. Then, one step at a time, he started exercising and eating better. He lost 75 pounds. That's when Phil decided to get off his cholesterol medication. But his cardiologist advised against it.
It's my life. You know, I can't go, why, okay, this doctor tells me to take this just because he's telling me to take it.
So Phil found a doctor with nutritional expertise. Dr. Matthew Lewis looked at the same blood work and concluded that all Phil needed was to take some key supplements, in particular vitamin D3.
That'll affect thyroid function, which can affect cholesterol levels. So we just have to understand the body works together.
When most doctors look at blood work, they're checking for obvious signs of disease. Some, like Dr. Lewis, are checking to see if your body could use a little help.
From a nutritional standpoint, we're going to look at it differently. We're going to say, if something's a little bit out of balance, then maybe all it needs is an oil change. Maybe it needs, a little extra vitamin or mineral or supplement. So do you have any questions about your blood work before I go over it with you?
Actually, being told your blood tests are normal doesn't mean you're healthy. It just means you fall within the average range.
Medical tests alone, it just doesn't cut it anymore. That's not going to bring you your best health.
Dr. Lewis prescribed vitamin D3 and some other heart-healthy nutrients. Phil's now off his cholesterol medication and feeling really good about how far he's come.
It's kind of like preventative maintenance, I mean, we do that with our cars, we change our oil, so why don't we take care of ourselves?
In Plainview, I'm Mary Musey, News 12 Long Island.
For some more information, head over to Mary's blog on news12.com. You can also tune in this weekend for the half-hour edition of Long Island Naturally.